Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the QYC Week 4, guys. We're about to wrap things up and figure out who's going on to the Grand Finals. I am Breaker.
Let's add as a 99.
And I'm Skipper Alpha.
And today's teams would be, let's see, the home teams. We've got Bun Thi Nong from
from
Vietnam.
Yep.
AC's Gaming, TCSG Cold Diggers, and One Ball Rush.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to ask you this: since they are One Ball Rush, what country are they from? Do you know? Black Hawk 83, Run, the Scyther,
That's Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Yeah, that Run.
All right.
On the week 2, got a team called Run RUN.
I think so. Yeah.
That's a One Ball Rush.
That's up my mind.
I just changed the team name, and we got a 2 immortal team here. One's the S Gaming and the Bang Thin. I don't know how to pronounce.
Me neither. Bun Thi Nung.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I can't speak Vietnamese. I should probably teach myself sometime, same way I taught myself Chinese. But I think we are now waiting for. Yeah, it looks like we're just waiting for our production crew to switch things over to the game loading screen, if you will. Actually, not the game loading screen, but actually the game lobby itself. Right now, we got a Chafe, an Excelsior, and a T25 coming out from our
The Cold Digger, Singapore team.
the Cold Diggers, and Silent War as an M7, a T1 Heavy for Unreal Rogue, and an M24 Chafe for the Immortals. Now, I believe we're supposed to kick things into the rules first, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
looks like we're still waiting for our production crew to get their hands on site. But honestly, I mean, right now, the way things are going, like TSL is just a little bit in the way of chaos right now because we have our first big international tournament coming up this Saturday for a different game title. And we expect we're going to have more than 10,000 people watching the stream. So I'm thinking this is going to be something amazing. It's a step in the right direction for Taiwan, to be perfectly honest with you guys. And speaking of, can you explain why we're wearing black bands today?
Oh, yeah, the Black Bands.
Yep.
It's actually an incident that happened recently in Kaohsiung.
Yep.
Yeah,
And a big explosion.
from
Yeah,
gas
gas.
line pipelines.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
It's unfortunate that these things happen. I mean, natural disasters happen well, I wouldn't say it's entirely natural. It's a man-made disaster, but it's something that also happened in America not too long ago, if I'm not
Oh, really?
mistaken. Within the last 2 years, yeah. It was a gas line explosion in, I think, New Jersey.
Okay, I never heard about that. Sorry. Yeah.
It's all right. I mean, like, I'm not sure what the casualties were, who was harmed, who was displaced from it, things like that. But, I mean, the best thing to do after this is pick up and rebuild.
Yeah, that's right. The only thing that we can do right now.
All right, so here we go. Jumping right into the tournament system. Victory condition is attained through destroying all enemy vehicles or capturing the neutral base. If the match ends in a draw, which means no team destroyed any tanks or the base was not captured, the team with at least 5 tier points difference in tanks will win the game. That game to speak of. So, say for example, if Team A has 3 tanks remaining and Team B has 1 tank remaining, when the clock hits 0, well, Team A wins that fight. And of course, to gain tier points, you can actually just kill any of the enemy tanks, and then you get a 5 tank lead over them. And if one team has no more tier points remaining, which means all 3 tanks have been destroyed, they just lost the game. But also, if no team has 5 tier points more, which actually mean basically the tier points are tied, then it's going to be a draw and the game will be played once more.
No.
No?
No.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We
They
give
got 1 point each.
1 point to each side. That's
Yeah.
right. I forget.
Okay, always wrong here.
Well, what can I say? I'm always wrong. I'm always wrong. I'm the crazy
Not you,
American.
not you.
I'm the crazy American. I see what you're saying, Edison.
Not you always wrong. I mean, no,
Alright.
they're always doing something wrong here.
I mean, we're just about ready to jump into this game. I mean, all 3 tanks are there. T1 Heavy, M7, Chafe for our, let's see, which team would that would be?
It's
Buntino.
immortal.
Yeah.
So we got 2 immortal. It should be the Buntin Nung. But,
Right.
Okay.
But first things first, we got to get into our first showgirl of the evening. It's going to be Regine Angelis. And just look at the code, write it down. That's LWK. Write that down. For those of you who may be visually impaired or simply cannot watch at a higher resolution on twitch.tv, that says LWK. All right. So,
It means last week, I think.
just about to dive straight into it.
Okay, got a mice here and The Immortal team choose the Shafei M7 and T1. Okay, that's the first time we see T1.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's the first time we see the T1 here.
T1 heavy?
Yeah, the T1 heavy, a
Ah.
TF5 heavy tank.
I believe I'm close to unlocking that tank, but I actually want to get the M4 instead. I'm stuck with the M3 Lee for the time being.
M3D, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean-
it's famous tank, but for most of the new player, it's really hard to control since he don't have a turret.
Yeah, I mean the turret. Well, I mean,
Turret,
doesn't
yeah,
really have a
turret,
turret. It's
yeah.
kind of difficult to aim with the gun
Uh-huh.
that it comes with because you're restricted to about 40 degrees in front of your own eyes, or so it feels. But it's somewhat accurate, somewhat.
Yeah, that gun is very good. No, it's sort of you have to play it like a tank destroyer, not a heavy tank.
Oh yeah. And I'm on the road to unlocking an AMX-50 myself, especially after the buff that they got. So here we go, guys. Game number 1 is going to be on mine. Spawning to the south, it looks like we have no spectator mod today.
Yeah, because the mod will
Actually
will cause
cause
a crash.
crashes.
Yeah.
Oh, again?
All right, yeah. All right, so a little bit difficult to determine just which team is
Yeah.
where. Spawning to the
We
south
got
side.
it. Yeah, south side is the Immortal.
Yeah,
And
but
Yeah,
north side,
both
the
of them are
Cold Digger.
immortals. Come on, come on. South side is Bunti Nuang, and north side is going to be the other half of the immortal.
No, it's
I'm
a
sorry.
Cold Digger. It's,
Cold Diggers.
yeah, it's from the SNTR.
All right.
Not only, they also got one from TPS. The
Solid
all
Rush.
Singaporean.
All right, solid rush into the middle, and it looks like we're going to have
Oh, they miss
okay.
it.
Yeah, a shot that misses, but I mean, that's expected to happen at some
Yeah,
points.
yeah.
The M24 Chafe is now in charge of the middle of the map, so I mean, it's perfectly all right to be in this position if you are the Bunti Nong team.
This map looks somewhat different. It's not like a regular map. It's
There was
my-
the recent 9.2 match.
Do
or
you,
the-
do
excuse
you,
me,
do
nine-
you see the advertisement there?
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, normally,
okay, so it's a new
I
map
never-
mod.
Yeah, this is a new for the model or something.
Right.
Wow.
And a shot just came out from the Excelsior. That would actually be Lerax.
Yep.
I'm trying to read his name.
Mhm.
But there's a nice hit onto our. I'm trying to determine just what kind of tank that was. Our medium tank at the.
Oh, the M7.
Yeah, the M7 at the lighthouse.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
Playing those picks are quintessentially more important in a 3v3 because every little bit of damage means
Wow.
one less shot you can take in a real tank fight. But speaking of the tank fight, we've got Unreal Rogue in a little bit of trouble here as he is kind of cornered by the T25 and that
Yeah,
crazy
but,
B is
But
piloting.
actually, he got the support from Shafei. The real problem is M7, I think. Yeah, the M7 got really low HP hit point there, and he's trying to shoot the Excelsior fast to fast. That's somewhat stupid, I have to say that.
Right.
You got a mid tank and shoot the heavy tank fast to fast.
And something else I want to point out right now is that the fuel tank has been hit on Crazy B's T25 there, so that means he's going to be moving just a little bit slower. And you
Will
can't.
it? No, I don't think so.
Really?
No, the fuel tank won't affect your movement, only the engine.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
the-
acceleration rate.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
The fuel tank will, if you destroy the fuel tank, then
Wow.
it might cause a fire.
Yep.
Crazy B is in a good chunk of trouble as Unreal Rogue does play a nice
Wow,
couple of picks
got
off him.
fire.
His tank is on fire right now.
Wow,
He
wow,
just
wow.
put it out with the extinguisher. He's good to go. And I really feel like Cold Diggers are on the back foot here. All right. One shot has been retired at Unreal Rogue.
Yeah.
Nice shot onto our tank off in the distance there. That would be Immortal Hades. And thus far, I think both sides, not really at a standstill, but definitely playing this a little bit conservatively. But honestly, the team with better plays, it's hard to determine right now.
Yeah, until right now, they didn't make it any pick. Oh, T25 died.
Really?
Wow.
In the
Oh,
yeah.
background, that was not
Yeah,
good. I
he's
mean, Crazy
sniping
B was
by
taken down.
Shafei, I think. Wow.
Well, I
too
mean,
bad.
the Chafe is still alive on Cold Digger, so I mean, as long as they've got that, they've got a fighting chance. And there's only 4 HP remaining on that. I'm trying to identify the M7
Yep.
at J1 right now, and things are not looking too good for them. If we can just see maybe Gold Diggers just take down that one M7. He might be okay.
Whoa.
Excelsior here is in a lot of trouble. That heavy
Yeah, he's
tank
gonna die, I think.
is getting hit,
Wow.
and lit all the way. 123 HP remaining, and now only 3. This is not looking good. Okay, so it's up to.
Yeah, they give a chance to Shafe, you know.
Yeah.
If Shafe got a distance and he got really nice sniping position, you got big trouble. So the Cotic is making a big mistake on the T25 and Excelsior. They have the same problem. He keep a very good, nice distance to enemies Shafe. That's really, really, really wrong, I think.
Well, I feel like Roy, he's going out like this is not going to help. I mean, it's going to be 1 tank versus 2. Even if he could get one, I'm not sure if he could get the other. There he goes. He's taken a toppling 244 damage, 122 and 220 to knock him out of the game. No kill on anything from the enemy team, so that's going to be a clean sweep 3-0 in favor of our Vietnamese team, Bun Thi Nguyen. All right. So taking a quick look at this, what do you think? Was the biggest problem coming from Gold Diggers this game?
Yeah, in the beginning they doing really nice, I have to say that, and they got they pressed the enemy pin to a little square, If they keep the distance, I mean, if they keep force them and trying to keep the enemy on the small circle, they might win this one. But I don't know why they pull back. After they pull back, the Shafe break the how to say break the
defensive
circle.
line.
Yeah, defense circle. So he got a distance, got a sniping distance to enemy. He keeps shooting them, and they cannot spot him because of
The
Shafe
view
had,
range.
Shafe had very nice view range and have very nice camera ratio. So he just keeps sniping them. So if you got a problem on there and your enemy is sniping you, you got to pull back or take some cover. But Cortic can make the same mistake twice. First one is T25 and now one is Excelsior. You can pull back together while you pull back one by one. And he didn't, crazy, but didn't use his Shafe to try to close, got closer range to enemy Shafe. So if the Shafe is sniping you, you can discover him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he keeps stand behind the rock. He cannot see anyone there. That's the most important part on this one, I think.
Literally stuck between a rock and a hard place, as they say.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm wondering how game number 2 is going to pan out here. We're still waiting for our observers to get everything pulled together, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't know if that calls for a commercial break by any means. Does it or no?
It should be, but
Yeah, there should be a commercial break.
Should be a
Yeah,
commercial break. Okay. Well, let's wait and see where things are with the production crew. Hopefully, we'll be back in just a few minutes. Alright guys, welcome back to game number 2 between Bu Thi Nong and
Cold Diggers.
TCSG Cold Diggers. Alright, so we got a Singaporean team facing off against our, I guess you could say, I don't know where to place Immortals. They're like local celebrities. Anyone who plays against them on the C server has got to be absolutely, you know, I guess you could say terrified, because these guys are strong performers. They're here every week, it seems.
And this team is their first team. You know, the NO and the S Gaming is their second team. So I bet this one, this one performance should be better than I guess.
Alright, so we got a Ram 2 in the mix, Edison. What do you think about that?
Ram 2?
Yep.
Okay. The Ram
What-
2 got pretty nice armor and the speed. No, the speed is much slower, but the firepower is not that fast.
Alright.
It's somewhat like a heavy tank.
But it's a medium.
Yeah, it's a medium, but
Gotcha.
actually, while you drive that, you feel that's a heavy tank.
Alright, so it looks like Wargaming League Asia Observer account has loaded into the game as a T1 Cunningham. I'm kidding. It's actually not loaded to any tank, but spawning to the north side of the map, we are following, looks like, the one Bu Thi Nong, and spawning to the south side would actually be the Cold Diggers. Let's see here. All right, so what do you think of this move that they're making right now?
Yeah, I think they got experience from the first season, and so they know they have to emphasize on near the capture circle. So both teams won't rush to the outside again.
Right, neither
Yeah,
side
that's-
heading for the green zone right now.
Yep.
All right. And
On previous season, they both rush on the line A and line 9, but their enemy team, they set up the defense position on the near the capture circle. So the both team lost to their enemy on previous season. So on this season, they changed their strategy, I think.
all right, so how does I just want to ask real quick, how does the firepower from the T25 compare to the Ram 2? Which one would you say has what are the advantages of one and the disadvantages?
I
of
would
the-
say the firepower, the T25 will be better than Ram 2, but the armor for the Ram 2 is much better than T25. But the T25 still has the speed. It's pretty better speed.
All right. A little bit
Ram
more
2 is
balanced.
really slow. I bought a Ram 2 before, but I sell it because it's too slow. I don't like slow stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand that feeling. You sound like an AMX 1390 pilot.
No, it's not only slow. It's a snail, I guess.
Ooh, wow, jeez. Okay. Not just slow, but hit the gas pedal slow. Okay. I see what you're saying. All right. So as we can see, the Chafe for Cold Diggers has already taken one hit, and again, I mean, that's just one of those things that kind of adds up over the game. This puts them in a position to where they increasingly cannot fight head on, and it's all about who gets pushed into a corner
Yeah.
in a position where they can't fight anymore.
Yeah, but the KV1 has been spotted because of the 50-meter rule.
Oh wow. Okay, and
what
it
is he
looks like
doing?
that KV1 is in a lot of trouble.
Wow.
Unreal Rogue is now being unloaded onto where his teammates to be found. It looks like almost nowhere. He's very close to being taken out of the game. And with one of the shots, he is just now fallen. He was taken down by Larax, and it looks like following up, it's actually going to be Reaper taking down Crazy Crazib. Excuse me.
Yeah, crazy.
Crazy B.
But yeah, before it's another Chafe. Wow.
That's a real question. There it is.
Yeah.
It's Hades. He comes in for the revenge, and now it is 2-1 stacked outside of Cold Digger's favor. This looks like the one shot that can take him out of the game. Do you think that KV1 was a bait, Edison?
Not the
Unreal
bait,
Rogue?
but I have to say that the Cold Digger team almost win this one, but I don't know why. The Chafe, he left the how to say that,
The battle range.
Yeah, the battle area. I don't know why. You leave your two teammates there. You just hide behind the house. It's really really wrong. I have to say that on another game, I mean on the previous match, the credit make a big mistake because he hide behind the rock. But on this one, the Roy, he hide behind the house. You just leave your teammate and to be the focus fire there. It's really I don't know why they make this such a big mistake there.
Yeah. Maybe he couldn't find the other team's Chafé.
He knows Chafé is here. They already exchange fire.
Okay.
And you got a teammate here. So if your enemy focus fire on your teammate, you got a big problem there. And he just stand behind the house here.
I mean,
I don't know why he do this one. It's really strange.
Maybe you have to go to the bathroom. That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke.
I don't expect that because they already much into the weekly final here. That means they are really know how to play. Because of on the new rule here, like every week we got 100 team to fight, and they are 4 of the 100s.
Consistently too. I mean, like they did this in QIC season 1 too. Unfortunately, it looks like, I mean, in week 1 they were the Coalition Cold Diggers, right?
Yep.
And then another week they renamed themselves to what was it?
They always call the Cold Digger.
The Metal Warriors? No, Metal Warriors? Did they? No.
They have 2 teams. I do remember
Ah.
that. Yeah, but finally they only have 1 team called Cold Digger. That's
Okay.
it. Yep.
Makes a little more sense. All right. Well, I mean, I guess we could look at it this way. Being lazy isn't gonna get you any points in this tournament, guys. So make sure you fight with your teammates, not against your teammates, and just well, keep it going.
Yeah.
Things like that. I mean, there's no other way to say it. When there's nothing else to do, just add oil.
No, I see. Yeah.
All right. So we'll be back after these short messages from Wargaming League. Hi guys, welcome back, and we are about to dive into our next set, which is going to be AC's Gaming versus One Ball Rush. But first, of course, we have that wonderful and beautiful showgirl to show you guys. You know, we gotta. She's working hard for the money. She's working so hard for the money, right? Just standing there, looking pretty, wearing clothes that are unfathomably uncomfortable. But here we go. We're gonna dive into that ring girl right now. All right. There we go. Jacqueline Yu, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. So, and we can see that the additional 3 letters she is holding up are QYC. So it's LWKQYC. Everybody write that down back at home. And we will gradually grant you guys the rest of the remaining code as time goes on. Also, don't forget to vote for your favorite ring girl. Of course, that would be the bit.ly link below. That would be bit.ly/ringgirlq2. And it looks like our game number 1 for AC's Gaming and One Ball Rush is going to be on Prokhorovka.
Yep.
And I've heard a lot of people just call it Proc for short because, well, we English-speaking people don't like to learn Russian. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, I can say "Я не понимаю по-английски" and that's it. And well,
What's
actually,
that?
that's bad. That's broken. That means I don't understand English, but I can say "Я не понимаю по-русски" and that means I don't speak Russian or I don't
Okay.
understand Russian.
Okay.
That kind of thing. To any Russian Australians out there, no offense intended. Okay, so tank loadout, Ram 2, nice armor, nice firepower, lacking in speed. Chafe, T49 for it's looking like One Ball, and then we're going to have T1 Heavy, a Chafe, and an M7 coming out for Team AC's Gaming. All right. So thoughts on this particular map?
Yeah, but normally we didn't see, some top teams they use any heavy tank here, And
Yeah.
on the S-Gaming, the Immortal second team they choose a T1, and on the Rush team, I mean the One Ball Rush, they choose a Range 2. The both tank is not that good on this map. I have to say that. Normally they choose a T49 M7 and a Chafe, but the both team choose somewhat different tanks here. I'm not sure how they gonna use these 2 tanks, but maybe they have something new here. And I still remember the One Ball Rush, the wrong team. They use a KV1 on the week 2 or week 1, and the K1 almost doing nothing and was sniping dying.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the things that kind of hurts just a little bit. Well, I did notice that the M7 is going to be accompanying the M24 Chafe here for, I believe, AC's Gaming, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. And if I'm not mistaken, that tank has a little bit more speed to offer than, say, what is coming from. No, I'm sorry. The T49 is actually pretty fast, but it's got paper thin armor.
Yep. Yeah, really fast.
All right. Okay.
And then on this week, they got a Black Hawk, a pretty good tournament player on the UAD team before.
All right.
Yep.
There we go. So spawning to the north, once again, we have, I believe, the One Ball Rush team. And spawning to the south would be our Immortals team that is known as AC's Gaming. And it looks like, thus far, both sides are just going to rush straight up the middle.
Yep.
And looking at the present position from the M7 Neverbest as well as, our KV1 over there, it looked like he was going to run across one light tank, and the Chafe is just going to play spot man from Immortals,
Yep.
aka AC's.
Because of we got different mod here, so we don't know who was spotted. But
Right.
Yeah, but I bet the Chafe already know. The Immortal team already know where is the enemy team right now.
Oh, man. And
Wow.
one shot already fired, and that's going to hit. But is that going to reveal the position of our T1 Heavy to the enemy team? Wow. All right, Neverbest is in, I wouldn't say a total heap of trouble, but that T49
Wow.
he's got an itchy trigger finger, and now
Yeah,
it looks
25.
like
It's down, I think.
this is
Wow.
good. That was just now One rushes
Yo.
Keth, who is taken down.
Yeah.
Oh, he keeps sniping.
Yeah, and the T49
On the lower ground.
Yeah, on the
What?
lower ground cannot offer any support.
Right, he wasn't too terribly helpful, and now he's in
Yeah.
danger of falling himself. And it looks like it's going to be our M7 and M284 Chafe that take him down. That would actually be Amazona, as well as Neverbest. And
Yep.
this is all up to basically Scyther to try and win this in his M24 Chafe. He's going to give it a shot, but I mean, he's taking so much damage, to be
Yeah.
perfectly honest with you guys, that I don't know if he can, I don't think he can pull out the win here.
Yeah, absolutely, I think.
I mean, he wasn't cornered until the very end there, but I mean, even if there was just an exchange of fire,
Yep.
playing picks, continuing to play, he eventually would have been hit. It's just only the realistic thing to expect. So, I don't know if I can give it a shot at analysis this time. Like, what I think happened there was the T49
Yeah.
never had a chance to shoot at any of the guys on
Yeah.
AC's Gaming. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. Because of he got really wrong position there.
Yeah.
He cannot offer any support fire. So on this match, I have to say like somewhat like 2 tanks versus 3. So that's why the one ball rush team lost so fast. I think. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a sour pickle to swallow, to be perfectly honest with you guys. But I mean, that seemed to be one thing that was key and standing out from the very beginning of this game. He just couldn't get to a spot where he could hit the enemy tanks. He couldn't really spot them at the beginning. Do you think, with the camo rating of those tanks?
Actually, they got Chafe, right? And then
Yeah.
they got Chafe and the enemy team have a T1. So that's not that possible. They cannot see where is the T1. If they know where is the T1, they should relocate the T49 for any help. But on the lower ground, they cannot offer. The T49 cannot offer any support there.
All right. Well, I mean, that's the way the cookie crumbles on this game. I mean, that's just the way it goes. But hopefully we can see something, I wouldn't say, more exciting, but definitely something a little bit more, how do I say, less one-sided in game number 2
Yeah.
after this
After that, yeah.
after this short break. All right, guys, welcome back to game number 2 between One Ball Rush and AC's Gaming. And for those of you who are new to the scene here, AC's Gaming is actually a split off from Immortals team, one of the stronger teams throughout the entire Wargaming League Asia. And they are constantly keeping their name out there. I mean, it seems like every week we've had them out here, except for, of course, week 2 when we had a typhoon hit the Philippines, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate, but I mean, again, that's just the way things happen some days. And it looks like we're going to have Ram 2, Chaffee, and a T-49 coming out for One Ball Rush yet again. M7, T1, and a Chaffee
Yeah.
coming out from AC's Gaming.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
both Immortal team had the same setup. They use a T1 here.
All right, and now we're getting into mines. And what do you think of the loadout? Do you think we're going to see both teams rush for the center of the map or no?
I don't think so. You know, the Immortal, I mean another Immortal, they're trying to guard the west part, so we might do the same thing again. I'm not sure, but just watch.
All right, so spawning to the south, we have, it's going to be One Ball Rush, and spawning to the north is going to be our Immortals team, AC's Gaming. But already one of them's been spotted?
No.
No.
It's a new mod.
New mod glitch?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, well,
Okay. On
uh-oh.
One Ball Rush, they trying to hold the west part.
And I think
Immortal, yeah.
I think I can see something like Blackhawk in that T-49. He's stuck not too far away from spawn.
Yeah, but T49 is really fast, so he may not be spotted.
All right. Well, there we go.
Ooh, he missed it.
Missed shot. That's kind of precious. That's something that, you know, our M7 here, it's just a little bit of damage, but at the same time, it's something he's not going to get the chance to do again if we see One Ball Rush stay on top of the game.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Amazona still poking around that south end, just making sure no one's camping in spawn, or trying to bait out some shots here and there. And the T1 Heavy, aka Sirius, is just going to be hanging around over here. And for those of you who don't know already, it looks like we're going to have AC's Gaming playing off of their 1-point advantage, and that's going to basically allow them to play as passively as defensively as they want to.
Yep.
And at the end of this game, if there's a draw, then that means our Vietnamese team will get 1 point and they have a victory. This is actually a very popular trend since the Wargaming League Asia, or excuse me, Wargaming League Europe tournament began. I noticed a few teams are playing off of that 1-point advantage as well. Scyther and the rest of his team knows that they have to make a play here. They know that they have to at least kill 1 tank here to pull out a victory. And again, that's just the way this cookie kind of crumbles, if you will. All right. So thoughts so far, Edison? I mean, what is it? What do you make of what AC's Gaming is doing right now?
Maybe they just, as you said, you know, they don't want to make a draw position here, I think. And the T1 stand there is really nice. I say that if he got any chance to fire, he would have very good cover there, because the T1 is really high tank. I have to say that the height of T1 is really his torrent can, you know, he can hide his body behind a rock and only show up the torrent there. So if he had to fight there, he would got a very nice cover.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
And they use the M7 to spot any enemy tank goes through the west-north part, so they don't worry about enemy go to the capture circle. And they got a T1, they got a Chaffee to control the mid-south, so they just want to draw, I think, you know, on this position.
I mean, it sounds like the safest move to make. If they try to rush the enemy team, yeah, they might have a shot at killing them. Yeah, they'll make the game end just a little bit sooner. But at the same time, they're also playing kind of a big risk because they don't have full information on the enemy team's present position. And it looks like Scyther is pinging
He missed it.
the C3 and D4 area. He wants to kind of move out there and see if he can get some better picks. I mean, honestly, One Ball Rush right now, they know that just staying where they are right now, nothing's going to change. They have to, again, just make that damage happen and try and get that one tank pick off.
Yep.
Well, what'd you guys have for breakfast? I'm kidding.
Yeah, we only have 6 minutes here, so.
Yeah, I mean, something's bound to happen relatively
Wow.
soon. Nice hit onto Scyther, and that's just gonna keep him buried a little bit more. Although that was a nice little, I guess you could say, vengeance shot coming out from the T49, or was it the M7? No, I'm
It's
sorry.
T49.
T49. What on earth is wrong with me? There's no M7 on the one ball rush team.
Yeah.
All right.
So who has the better gun, Chaffee or T49?
Absolutely, Chaffee.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but T49 is a TD.
Yeah, it's a TD, but
Yeah,
it's
but-
only a TD. You know, it's a tier 5 TD, but Chaffee is tier 5 light tank.
Okay. So usually light tanks in the same tier
No,
has
no,
it.
it's a pretty special light tank. you know.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
we got a tier 5 like a T50-2. We got a tier 5 called VK2801. Yeah, and the Chaffee, the 3 tank is really OP, but T50-2 is already gone, and the VK2801 is nerfed. So right now we only have an OP tank in Chaffee tier 5 right now.
The only OP tank left, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
he might be the worst one before, but
Really?
so he never nerfed. But right now, after his counterpart is nerfed, he become the best one.
I see.
I gotta say, I mean, just from an observer's position, just from watching this game so far, I can't really say that I've noticed any nerfs going to the M24 Chaffee. Scyther playing it really
Wow.
risky there.
You're gonna kill him, I
He's
think.
doing some nice damage,
Wow.
but at the same time,
Ow.
he's taking a good chunk.
Yeah, it missed.
Yeah. I don't know. Can an M7 kill that M24 Chaffee in one more shot, do you think, Edison?
Yeah, it's possible, but he missed it.
All right. Well, it looks like, oh man, Amazon is coming right around the
Yeah.
corner. He knows where that M24 Chaffee is, and he wants to steal out the lead for his team. Is he going to get that
Whoa.
hit?
He
He missed.
missed it,
He
and
missed,
he-
and he takes a huge
Wow.
chunk of damage in exchange.
Yep.
All right. Well, Keith just trying to stay calm and hit the enemy team. It's really, I think, all he needs to do at this point.
Yeah, and the T1 gonna come in.
All right. So, our game resumes, and it looks like, I think a part of AC's gaming is just tired of sitting around and doing nothing. They're now, I guess you could say, backtracking through their own spawn to find better hit positions, and that's a nice shot coming out from our M24 Chaffee Amazona at this moment. Nice hits left and right, 211 damage.
Wow.
Yeah, and the Chaffee on the one ball
262.
rush team, he cannot over
Wow.
any support
Oh my
by
god, that's only one shot left for Keith. He's down to 12 HP. Those are two extremely low HP tanks, and guess what? Now it is going to be Scythe being taken out of this game. Not long after, Black Hawk and Keith,
yeah.
all in the same 3 seconds. Part of this just says to me, I don't know how to say it, but tortured to death is what happened to One Ball Rush just now. I mean,
Yep. Yeah, normally we see, we saw a lot of match before, right? So I do remember every team they go through water, they never win that. Because
Oh,
if
man.
you in the water, that means you cannot offer any support fight to the high ground.
right.
So your enemy team gonna shoot you from high ground to your rest teammate. That means you only have 2 here. So they just keep shooting you guys.
This is what-
every time they doing the same thing.
This is kind of what I saw from my perspective. I mean, Scyther ran into the water because he was trying to bait out that M7 from Team AC's gaming, and it just didn't really happen.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't taking the bait. He's like, nope, I've already done enough damage to you, and I'm just going to back off. Maybe let my teammates take you down. Maybe let someone turn the corner and get the final hit on you, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And, I mean, in the end, it seemed like One Ball Rush couldn't get the plays to happen in their favor,
Yeah.
to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, on the side of position, I have to say that because of normally we won't take any position on the lower ground. It's because of you won't have any cover. If you have high ground, you just pull back and no one can shoot you. But if you on the lower ground first, maybe your enemy gonna show up only a turret, so it got higher bounce rate. and you got low precision. So on the tank design, we don't have really good armor to against the high ground attack. You know, so if we cannot attack, we won't take a lower position. You know.
All right.
So. So that's why we see most of the team, if they march into the water, they lose the match on the mice, I think.
Yeah, basically. Well, that's going to conclude set number 2. We're going to see Coalition, excuse me, we're going to see Cold Diggers versus One Ball Rush. And
no, I don't think so.
no, in the
It's
third place,
Bang-
fourth place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then we're going to see
Yeah,
AC's Gaming
yep.
versus Puntinong in the first prize, second prize match. And that's going to determine who's going to go on to compete for cash at the QIC finals
Yep.
on, when would the date be, Alpha? Do you know?
It should be on August 16th and 17th.
Yep.
All right, so food for thought. And we'll see you guys after the short commercial break. Hi guys, we are back with our third place, fourth place match, and it looks like round number 1 is going to be on Prokhorovka. It's going to be right under Alpha's face, right?
It's Prokhorovka.
Okay. So, should be Prokhorovka, and it's going to be between Buntinong and AC's Gaming,
That's
right? It's got to be.
No.
Buntinong and AC's Gaming. They both won. They both won their. Oh, I'm sorry. Third place, fourth place.
Yeah, that's right.
What is wrong with me? I'm sorry. It's gonna be between Coal Diggers
Digger,
and One Ball
One Ball
Rush.
Rush, yeah.
All right. And then later we'll dive into Buntinong versus AC's Gaming. All right. So, thoughts on who's gonna win this one? I don't believe we've seen these guys play against each other before.
Yeah, no, but you know the One Ball Rush got they got some strategy problem, you know, on the earlier match, and the Coal Digger they got some problem on teamwork. So I cannot expect who's gonna win this one because they both team got a big mistake before.
Right.
Yeah, maybe they can revise this one, but I'm not sure. And I cannot bet who gonna win this.
Well, I mean, essentially speaking, at any high level of play, the one thing that's going to determine the first prize winner is going to be the one that makes, generally speaking, and this is an overgeneralization, less mistakes.
Yeah,
and,
that's right.
I mean, like, in the third place, fourth place match, you know, obviously we're going to see leading. You know, we're going to see less mistakes from one side than the other, but do you think we'll see any wins from luck or anything like that?
Yeah, but because of, you know, it's pretty complicated from the penetration, you know, the calculation of penetration and the accuracy.
RNG.
So, yeah, so sometimes you just play like wrong and shoot, and you hit anyone, but your enemy maybe just sit there and try to shoot you, and he miss anyone, and he miss a lot. So sometimes it maybe a pin problem or just the luck, I think. Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, that's one way of looking at it. I mean,
Yeah,
it
but,
happens every game.
Yeah, I have a blind match, you know, maybe 1 year ago, and we got a 7 computer here, and I'm sitting on the back in the central. Everyone, they see the enemy like 2 seconds earlier than me. Everyone. So so I got a big problem while trying to fight into the enemy. They always hit me first, and after they shoot me, I see them.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, that's really, I have to say it really suck, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe someone got such power, so they keep missing. But I'm not sure how can that could happen. You know, we got 7 the same computer, we got LAN there, you know.
Yeah. It's just, I get where you're coming from. It's probably a bug with the game. But so let's go ahead and get a look at our third ring girl of the evening. There she is, Mrs. Beautiful. Her name is Corinne, guys, and for those of you who were not here earlier, the first 6 digits of the code were LWKQYC, and now she is holding Q2. And don't forget to vote for your favorite ring girl at the bit.ly link below. That's bit.ly/ringgirlQ2. And hopefully this one is your favorite. It was actually Chu who was winning first prize last we all checked, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Why can't it be a Venny, guys? Why can't it be a Venny? Pink hair?
That's too bad.
You know? Yeah, come on. Anyway. So, thoughts for this game so far? What we can see in the game lobby would be a Tiger T-34, Chafe, and a KV-1.
Type T-34.
Oh, type. Oh, I'm sorry.
Type. Yeah,
Wow.
it's a
Type.
Chinese tank.
That's what I get for looking at small text on a screen that's really, really far away from me instead of this big screen monitor that we use for casting. So Type 34, Chafe, and a KV-1. And that's going to be going up against an REM, a RAM 2,
yeah, RAM
T-49, and a Chafe.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time that we see a Type T-34 on a battlefield.
Yeah, the type, especially the Chinese Type T-34. I'm not sure why they use this one too.
Yeah, why?
I'm not sure. You know, the gun is really nice. I have to say the gun is good, but other
perspectives.
I mean, other tank destroyer. I mean, the T-49 got a better gun than the Type T-34. I don't know why he chose them. K9, actually.
Okay.
All right, so here we go, loading up on Prokhorovka now. And it looks like spawning to the south side of the map, we have It's hard to determine actually because we're actually using Alpha's monitor to cheat this. Yeah. And right now, looking at the way things are shaping up on this, I feel like there's a part of me that's leaning more towards saying that Rush might win this. One ball Rush. That's just me. And I mean, Cold Diggers, I'm not going to doubt them by any means. But they've been here. They've been here for quite a while, even since QIC Season 1. Southside spawn.
A KV1.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Wow, so slow.
Indeed. Southside spawn is going to be, it looks like, the Rax? That's Cold Diggers, right? Yeah.
South side is
A
one
one
more
ball
rush.
rush.
The north side
I'm
is Cold
sorry,
Digger.
jeez. It's just that our observers started switching between the tanks so quickly that
Yeah.
I couldn't keep up. North side is actually going to be, as you said, Cold Diggers, and South side is going to be one ball Rush. And who of either side is going to be spotted first? They are clearly, I don't know. Can that Type 34 see them or not?
No, they got really short range, like 320, 340.
320.
Yeah, compared to
Oh.
Shafei, he got like 400 or 390, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so if they didn't use the Shafei to scout, they won't see anything. No. The Shafei just stand there. Yeah.
Particularly, I don't know, the position of our Cold Diggers right now, it's not something that I'm too terribly fond of, because if we look at the position that we see one ball Rush getting into presently, they're all getting up on the hill. They're going to have, basically, they're going to be able to make pot shots onto the guys on the ground there. And it looks like, oh man, from that direction, our M24 Chafe is going out to scout.
Yeah.
And I think that's when he could get lit up, possibly. I don't know if the entire enemy team is in the right position for one ball Rush at this moment. But it looks like we're gonna have Roy taking things a little bit more conservatively and pass himself off to the north side before trying to get anywhere near the capture circle. All right. Do you think both sides are all right with taking a draw in game number 1 on this map?
I don't think so. This map is not that easy to draw because it's pretty open,
It also, I mean, until you see first blood in the game, I mean, I think what's the word I'm looking for? The converse effect of this would be that neither side wants to take too much damage.
Yeah. Normally, a map that's easy to draw, we have to got some defensive position near the capture circle. So
okay.
on this map, the capture circle, it could be defended, but it's not that easy compared to like Greenberg. The capture circle have really nice position to defend, but here it's not.
All right, well, it looks like, I don't know, no one's been scouted yet. No one's been spotted. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Alright, we're not
Maybe.
sure.
Yeah, maybe, but on the position, maybe we can say that. And the K1 gonna be spotted, I think.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me just a little bit of that game between Horseman and B Gaming v Wako. Not too long ago. That was about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And what happened then was Horseman basically tried scouting the entire enemy team. It looks like finally Lorax has been spotted. He got shot at just now.
Yeah.
And he's
Wow,
is he
two
being
bounce.
hit or not?
He is hit, but it bounced.
Bounce,
too far
third hit,
away.
Yeah, it's two bounces.
fourth hit.
Oh, no, it's
It's just not penetrating.
Yeah, no, it's missing.
Missing.
Finally.
Okay, finally hits. 98 damage.
Wow.
And
6 rounds.
I mean, with that, he kind of gets spotted, and the M24 Chafe Roy is actually rushing to that position presently.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he does not have any friendly fire to cover.
Yeah, and he is alone,
I-
I think he's gonna die here.
I don't see why he's not pulling back yet. Something, some bells should be going off right now. He should see that something is not right at this moment.
Wow. Oh, wow. The Roy didn't push.
Oh man.
Maybe
He-
he's aware of the teammates on the other side,
Yeah.
thinking like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
maybe one tank here, that means you got support, but
Right.
it's not the case.
Yeah, but I have to say that the KBI is really lucky. He got
Oh,
a,
yeah.
got a couple bounce and the Shafei shoot the ground or something. If the Shafei didn't miss anything, he gonna die already.
A lot of mind games are unfolding in this first round on Prokhorovka, And we have 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining on the clock for both sides to really make something happen. Of course, victory is attained either through capturing or by having 5 tier points more than the opposing team. But it looks like so far both sides might be, you know, leaning towards a draw, at least in game number 1. And it's just that conservative play that they're looking for right now.
Yeah.
Leverax kind of working his way up there.
It
And
looks like he was gonna capture it.
can he get spotted at this position?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
he's
all.
been hit. He's been
Yeah.
hit. All right. Well,
Wow.
shots bouncing off of the Type T-34.
Yeah.
And it looks like this part of the map is going to be in the hands of One Ball
Wow.
Rush. But Cold Diggers just keep on unloading and taking 0 damage for it. And they're in a great position right now with the way things are panning out on this map. 20 seconds to go on that capture. And with all 3 of the tanks in the circle, they could actually force the hand of the enemy team. Cold Diggers could be forced to come out of the mountains.
Yeah.
And we already see that the M24 Chaffee, being piloted by Scyther, is trying to work its way around the corner very quickly. Will it or will it not happen is the real question. 50 seconds on that capture. It looks like we're going to see a hit onto our team. No, it's a missed shot. Follow-up fire. Looks like it's going to decimate that house, and finally a penetration does happen. That's going to take a little bit of time out of the capture. 54 seconds it has been knocked back to 55 now and working its way higher. And it looks like all 3 of the tanks are just going to pile out of that capture circle and try and get the M24 Chaffee out of the game. Instead, it's actually just, oh my god, completely backfiring on the entire team.
Yeah, I still
Cold
wonder
Diggers.
why Roy is still here. If you cannot catch someone, you have to, you know,
Go together.
over your force. No, not just one cap here. If you only have one tank trying to cap, you would have to tap 200 seconds. No. It's not one like 10 seconds.
Right. Roy is struggling for dear life right now, but I think even if he were to 1v1 this M24 Chaffee, he might not have such great chances. But as I say that, he takes him down. He's now heading for the hills, trying to get out of there alive, but 67 HP. Well, let's just wait and see where things go in this next
The
exchange
tank
of fire.
destroyer, no, your force turns
Oh,
really
this is
slow,
looking
so you
pretty
got a chance
nice.
to kill him.
This is looking pretty good for Roy. He actually gets 2 tanks. Is he going to get that 3rd or not? Is the real question.
He can catch
Rambo,
Oh.
he's missing left and right. This guy, oh, he finally gets taken down.
Yeah,
And what,
if,
look,
if the Roy, you know, trying to kill the another Chaffee together, you know, just not just stand here. Maybe he still got a chance, but again, I don't know why the Cold Digger does such bad teamwork again. You know.
yeah, I mean, I was leaning a little bit towards One Ball Rush.
I mean, yeah, if you got a 2 tank to capture, they stand behind the house, and you know, later the Chaffee, you know, maybe trying to reset you. You just end him, you know, and use another Chaffee, circle the flanking to the south. Maybe you got a very nice chance to kill the Chaffee along there, you know. But they just send the 2 low hit point tank to kill Chaffee, and they are sniping down from the hillside. If they send the Chaffee go to the south, he won't be sniped, and
Wow.
no one see him.
yeah,
No.
I mean, that's one way to think of it. That's one way to think of it. All right. So, I mean, just one of many ways that, you know, Cold Diggers could have solved their own problems, if you will. But, I mean, let's give these guys the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they can take 3rd prize this week and get a little bit more gold in their pockets. We'll find out after this short break, guys.
Okay.
All right, guys. So here we go with game number 2 between the Coal Diggers and
One ball rush.
exactly.
Okay.
So we're gonna just find out how much rumble can happen here, if anything. All right. So there's already a KV1 at Type T34.
And it's Chaffee, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So this is actually something I wanted to ask you in the first game, but it looks like it just never came up. But what's the specialty of the Type T34? What are the characteristics that stand out the most of it for it? Excuse
Yeah,
me.
it's a pretty balanced tank, but if you got speed, no armor also, and his gun is really nice. It's got a 57mm gun and really fast, really nice DPM.
All right.
Yeah, high penetration, accuracy, and high DPM. I think.
How much damage would it do to a KV1 if we were to hit head on?
Maybe only 70, I guess.
70? Ooh, wow. Okay.
So
But
how about
2 seconds per round, so.
All right.
it's
So
not
nice reload rate.
yeah? How about T34 against Type T34?
bad. Yeah, they almost identical.
Really?
Almost identical.
Then why not choose T34
I
instead?
don't know. Yeah, I don't
Okay, maybe they like the color green.
know. Maybe he don't have T34, I guess.
Oh yeah, that might be another. Yeah.
Okay, they choose a Ren 2. Yeah, it's more reasonable. The gun of the Ren 2 is more like somewhat like the T34, but the speed of Ren 2 is much lower. So you got high speed tank for the ends. It's not reasonable, I think.
All right. So now we're diving into that game, guys. It's gonna be on Ensk.
Okay. They have same setup.
Yeah.
Both of them?
Yep. KV1 Ren 2 and the Chaffee.
All right. All right. Yeah, they swapped out the Type 34 at the last second. I just now noticed. Well, to be perfectly honest, I think a game on this map can go either way because there's so much in the way of cover. The amount of camouflage available to any tank on this map is okay.
But do you remember one thing?
What's that?
No one used the 105 today.
No one used the 105 cannon today?
Yep.
It's because they
yeah.
learned from last week. They saw, okay, well, you can only deal out 2, maybe 3 shots, but in the same amount of time.
400.
It is. That's pretty good, but at the same time, I mean, as you said, accuracy is one of the most important parts.
Yeah, it's important, but if you take a chance on a close battle, the 105 is not bad.
I mean, there are some situations on this map where you're going to be forced to, basically play long distance if your opponent has to play long distance against you. Let me ask you this, Edison. Is there any way for Team A to know that Team B is going into a game with this turret and this tank? Like, is there any way for our our 2 teams here before the game begins? Is there any way for them
they
to
have
know?
to send the tank list before the game, before the match.
All right, but
Yeah.
what about the cannons?
Cannon, they can change any time.
All right, so the enemy teams can't know about it.
Yeah, but if you drive the M4, you drive the Panzervo, they know you're gonna use the 105.
All right.
But in the KV1, he got a lot of selection. 57mm gun, 76, and 122. So only KV1 cannot expect that, but normally they choose the 76.
Okay, well, let's see. Thus far, we've got Coal Diggers actually rushing across the south side of the map, and this could be the game where they turn things around against their opponent. I mean, honestly, what I think is happening here is just my guess. One Ball Rush is trying to play off of their 1-point advantage. No connections yet on those shots. I think they want to play this conservatively. They want to force the Coal Diggers to go straight to them. They say, okay, we've got 1 point. Come and get us. Try and kill us. We want to see you try to do it.
Yeah.
Just daring them. Okay. And right now there is a guy in chat saying that TCSG just wants to have fun. That would be the Coalition. Excuse me, the Coal Diggers, rather. And I think that kind of makes sense. I mean, they don't really have a shot at first. They don't have a shot at first prize tonight. So, just playing for fun right now seems like something that would be, not that illogical. Would you say?
Yeah.
I mean,
do you see the Ren 2's gun? It's quite short, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's we call this 2-pound gun, but actually it's like the 57mm gun. On the Russia system, they call them 57 gun, but in the British system, they call them 2-pound, but actually they are the same stuff.
All right.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, shot that hits onto Larex, and guess what? No
Wow.
recourse. No recourse. 2 shots for free go straight to 1-ball rush
Yeah.
in game number 2 thus far. M24 Chafe going out with a blind shot, but not hitting anything. All right. Well, if we're here to speculate at who's playing their picks better, it would definitely be 1-ball rush. And as it is right now with the score and the amount of HP they have in the lead, it,
Yeah.
you know,
As
hey,
I say, they will push it.
yeah. I mean, they're playing off that lead. They're like, okay, let's get some gold tonight, you know? How much does the third prize winner get for gold tonight? Do you guys know?
I'm not sure.
Not sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe a couple of
Well, I mean, I've heard some people say things like they spend a lot of gold in preparation for these tournament games, like maybe 50,000, 60,000 altogether for a team. But that's got to be like a 7-man team, right? Not a 3-man team. Does it sound about right?
Yeah, possible.
Okay.
Right now,
Regrouping. Coming from Coal Diggers.
yeah, but they already know the rest enemy. Maybe they should make some
I think I see what's happening. I mean, it looks like we're going to have the Coal Diggers try and play off of the one line, if you will, and try and get in there and make a flank happen of some sort. Now, it looks like all 3 of them are piling in on that area.
Yeah.
Scyther might be able to see that pretty soon.
Okay.
There
yeah,
you go.
Right. They're doing
That's-
right here.
Yeah.
Like you said. This is right. You know.
Looks like
straight.
it.
Yeah. Just go straight.
All right.
Oh. They're gonna meet on middle.
I don't know about this. Oh.
Oh, gonna
As
do
soon as he
this
turns this
first.
corner, he knows he's got to be really careful here.
Yeah. You know, the key point is still the Chafe, I think.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh,
nice
nice,
shot.
nice.
Really nice coordinated fire coming from
Yeah.
Coal Diggers right there.
And the key point is still Chafe, you know.
Oh man, but Crazib is getting hit left and right. Actually, just by this one guy,
Wow.
Keith, who's doing a lot of damage. Nice bounce off of Larix right there. And still, it's 3v3. That is going to change very soon. Track shot onto
Wow.
Black Hawk 38 here. And it looks like he might get the finishing
Wow.
shot
It's
onto
44.
Larix. Will he or will he not? That's the question. No, Steven comes in for the save.
Whoa, my
21
God, it's
HP.
nice.
21 HP remaining on that KV1 Larix. And it looks like the
Oh.
plays are real. The plays are real. But my God, that Ram 2 getting the shots that it needs to.
Oh my
And
God.
finally,
We can
Huh.
see a screen.
I know we didn't see the last kill. KV1 got hit and taken down by Ram 2 there. Okay, so what just happened there? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, but.
Oh, by the way, guys, we'd like to interject and say that we have the Taiwan Open coming up this upcoming Saturday.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So just one way of looking at it, but that was super confusing. So who just won there?
I think the Rush.
Rush?
One more Rush is winning.
One Blood Rush?
Yeah.
Was
the
that it?
Marquez,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm. Yeah, that's
Okay,
right.
okay, there we go. I mean, like, both teams have the exact same tank loadout, and they all look the same on screen to me, except, you know, for maybe some camouflage modules or another. But really nice coordination, and that was really clutch, that last game. I mean, it came down to the last tank getting not 1 kill, but 2 kills. And do you think he got the Reaper? The Reaper award? That's when you kill 3 tanks that are all one shot. Just one
3
shot.
tanks or 5?
3 for sure, I know.
He got 3, but I'm not sure.
There's no.
Click on him. Click on him. See, let's.
No, there's no medals over here, and,
Ah,
and,
okay,
and
okay.
you can only get that medal in random battles.
Oh, my mistake. Okay,
Yep.
okay. Would have been nice to see someone get a Reaper in this, but I don't know. Thoughts on this game? I mean, that was. It was really nice. I mean, okay, we saw Coal Diggers try and make that rush work out towards the end, but I mean, it didn't happen. I mean, I'm trying to think here. Scyther was he was the guy in the RAM, right? Let's see. No, I'm sorry, Keith.
Yeah.
Scyther was watching the left side for a while, but then he double backed after he realized, hey, wait a minute, they're not in the same spot they were before. Then Keith is watching from a long distance,
Yep.
and he decides to just start dealing out shots onto the guys that are rushing up
Yep.
the number 3
let's still
or the
have
0
a
line.
teamwork
One line.
problem there. You know, you
A
got
little
one
bit.
enemy here, you got 2 tanks here. You better, you know, focus on the long one.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
Yeah.
Another one, I mean, how do you call that?
The guy with using the KV1.
Ledras, yeah, the Ledras use a KV1 to trying to shoot another KV1.
Yeah,
And there is a Shafei, right? So you are standing on the position for 1 versus 2. And if you just focus on range 2, it's less 2 versus 1. Why you choose the bad position there? I'm very curious about that.
I mean, it's one of those things. Do you
Yeah.
pile in or do you not pile in? It doesn't become clearly obvious all at once what you guys should do. But I mean, and the split was a little bit dangerous. But at the same time, I mean, it seemed like the Cold Diggers had a plan from the start after they found out where their enemy's position was, after they took a little bit of damage. But their execution was just a little bit off.
Yeah, but even so, they're gonna choose shooting the KV1. They're gonna choose kill the Shafei. That's okay. You know what? They just turn the corner. Just turn right. So the range 2 is a case, the one case I think. I mean, he had Keith. He have another ID called the one case. He stand on north. It take like 10 seconds rushing, right? So you got a 10 seconds chance to use the 3 tanks to kill the 2. But I don't know why they don't even choose the 2 versus 1, or they don't even choose the 3 versus 2. But they choose the 1 versus 2 and 1 versus 1, and now it sits here. It's I cannot say anything, but the teamwork still got very big problem today. I see the Cordica team, they really doing not that nice on the teamwork today.
I think maybe it could have been stage fright. I mean, there's 150 people watching them on stream right now.
Yeah,
which
but
is something about
that's
it.
not the first time they upstream.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe it's because there was a prize on the line. Who knows? But Dragon Chen in chat did say that they're just playing for fun. The lineup
Okay.
does not matter. I mean, it's gold. It's just gold at the end of the day. It's not cash.
Okay.
So after this short break, we're gonna dive into our 2 Immortals teams. One would be Bun Thi Nung, and the
Yeah,
other
Bun
one
Thi
would be
Nung.
AC's Gaming. So we're gonna figure out which of those 2 teams is going on to the QYC Grand Finals at the end of this month. Don't go away, guys. All right, guys, we are back, and we're about to dive into the grand finals of tonight's tournament, which is going to determine who's going to get in on that nice, healthy cash prize pool of, what was it, $9,300 US? I believe for week one it was over 9,000. It was over 9,000 US dollars.
Oh, you mean totally?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean for the first week, and of course, or not first week, excuse me, first season of QIC.
Yep.
And this season of QIC is
The
going to be
same.
worth
Yeah,
the
the
same.
same, yep.
Right. And I must admit, I misinformed you guys that the QIC Grand Finals will not be at the end of this month. It's actually going to be the 16th and the 17th. Right? So, let's see. Before we get into our first prize, second prize match, we're going to show you guys a beautiful ring girl. Your favorite, not mine. Her name is Chu. And remember to vote for her at the bit.ly link at the bottom of your screen. That would be bit.ly/ringgirlq2. And, of course, the voting will conclude on August 18th. And that'll be at the end of the QIC Quarter 2 finals. All right. And she's holding up a WN right now. I'm trying to figure it out. What was it? LWK QYC Q2 WN? Is that it?
Yeah, I think so. Last week, QYC Q2 week and something.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. WN.
WN?
Okay.
whatever.
Well,
Yeah,
we can't guess it. All right, all right.
Okay, we got a mice again.
All right, so it's going to be Hades in the Chafe, Unreal Rogue in the T1 Heavy, and Silent War Pig? Silent War
Silent
Anubis.
Warrior, I think.
Anubis.
He is Silent Warrior in the Anubis team. And then on last season, Anubis team come back into the Immortal team. So
Alright.
he's still a Silent Warrior, I guess.
All right. And Amazona, Neverbest, and the Sirius will be on AC's Gaming.
Yep.
It's going to be very confusing, guys, to be perfectly honest with you, because these are the Immortals in the Wargaming League Asia.
Yeah, but you can see Unreal. Unreal is their top commander, and the Syria is the second one. So you can know who is the first team player.
Yeah. By the way, do be a kind Samaritan and post the code that you guys already have written down the pieces to in chat. There are some other people who would like to know it as well. And don't post any fakes. Come on, that's just mean. That's just mean. Don't post any fake codes out there.
Yeah, but
Yeah, the trollers.
one thing here, the Immortal team, normally Immortal team, they got INT before their ID, right? And even they don't have, they gonna have the claim name.
Oh,
the
yeah.
INT, right?
Yeah.
But the two commanders, the Sirius, the Unreal, they don't have any claim name. They don't put the Immortal before their ID, I'm really curious about that.
A new account?
No, they do this like healthy years ago. They never change their ID.
Okay.
So Buntit Nong spawned to the south, and to the north we actually have Aces Gaming spawning to the north. And Aces Gaming is actually working their way into the center of the map, which is actually going to give them total control of the map. I'm wondering, what the plan is here from our Buntit Nong team.
Yep.
That's what's really the question on my mind at this moment, because they can't really fight the AC's Gaming team head on in this position.
Yep.
You think they'll be trying to capitalize on a capture?
Possible.
I mean, like, if we check the positioning of all the tanks right now, I think they could get into the capture circle without being spotted, but already we have the Chafe firing shots. I'm not entirely sure why he's doing that.
Just polite shot.
Blind shots
Yeah.
towards his teammate?
No, toward the house or something can work.
Maybe destroying something that blocking his view.
Right. And with that capture, that 3-second capture, I guess you could call it.
They cannot attract the Shafi and trying to snipe him.
Okay, that's really clever. All right.
They're working.
Yeah. All right.
They just want to, they should just let the enemy know I'm in the capture circle, so they're trying to check the Shafi.
Right, and the rate that it's being captured at right now, they can see that it's only one tank, so they know it has to be a bait. It has to be a trap. And Amazona is poking out there.
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
He's gonna hit, I think. He's gonna be hit. Oh, no, he didn't have a chance. That is.
Maybe 80s is not firing any shots. Again, that bait coming out from AC's Gaming. I don't know, I think eventually they're going to be forced to try and make that capture happen, but I feel like Buentit Nong is actually working very hard to get into a counterplay position from here, and it looks like Neverbest could be exposed relatively soon.
Yep.
Getting right in front of that turret.
Shoot the first shot?
Maybe.
No, not yet. Too far away.
We have the same exact loadout from both sides. Shot fired, and did that or did that not reveal our T1 heavy in that position? Oh man. The plays are real, the rushes are real, and I think now. Wait a minute. No, they're still almost completely unaware. I wouldn't say entirely unaware, but I mean, with the amount of damage that he's just taken right now, as well as the positioning of all the tanks, it should become plainly apparent as to what is happening here. I don't know why the rest of Book 3 Nong is actually waiting back at home. Excuse me, AC's Gaming waiting back at home. They just lost their friend, and it looks like what's happening to them? 24 Chafe is the real question. What is Hades doing back there?
Yeah,
Trying to snipe.
But he almost missed every shot.
Oh man, this is not playing well for excuse me. Bantuinong? I'm sorry,
Yeah,
hold on.
Ninam.
Yeah. I thought I called that wrong for a minute because we're actually missing an IMT tag under one of the names. All right. And on our sheet here, there's actually two names with IMT in it, and it isn't coherent with what's in game. And now Hades and his teammate Anubis are going to try and make something happen here. They've got, they're forced to play into this right now. Their hand has been forced, and I mean, I think it's going to take luck for them to really win this at this point.
But
Yeah, like I said, it's going to take luck, and that luck is not boding well in their favor.
yeah.
With that, we actually see Anubis take it down relatively soon. The M24 Chafe down to one shot. Shot's missing. That's a little bit of luck working towards Hades, and that shot hitting is not working towards him. One more shot will connect with him. He's down to only 37 HP, running for his life now, and I don't think he escapes the next shot. Well, just as I say that, his enemy misses. All right. So sealed out, very hook, line, and sinker, I think, coming from AC's Gaming.
But they just take the pretty standard strategy, But the Pontinam, they take something special, I have to say that. But they maybe set up strategy there, but the enemy didn't take it, so they just failed there because they have a simple mistake. They didn't stick together, and you've got only one on the capture circle, and your enemy know.
I mean,
They know you only have one capture. You can see the capture gauge, so there is only one.
Right.
So they just rush in and kill the one alone there. Yeah.
it's just, I guess you could say, textbook wits, or what some of us would call gamer sense. They're like, okay, that just, we know this isn't happening. We know they're not doing it. It's a trap, that kind of thing. Just kind of this pessimistic attitude that says, come on, guys, we know not all three of you are there. Don't try and do this to us, Like, we're not falling into that trap.
Yep.
But game number one goes to AC's Gaming. Very well played by them. And after this 2-minute break, we're going to find out what happens in game number two. All right, guys, we are back with game number 2 between our two Immortals teams. One would be AC's Gaming, who's now up with 1 point. The other one being Buntoy Nong, which is down 1 point. Or excuse me, yes, down 1 point.
Okay.
So the score is 0-1 in favor of AC's Gaming, and I think we're going to see them try and play off of their 1 point advantage
Yep.
in this game on
And,
Ensk.
Do you find that today we only have 3 maps? Ensk, Mice, and
Ruinberg.
no.
Prokhorovka.
Prokhorovka.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
We only have 3 maps today.
All right.
Everyone banned the same map. No.
Ah.
They didn't ban the same map, but they only play these 3.
Yeah, that's right. No chance for Himmerstolf and Ruinberg.
Yep.
All right, so
Okay.
let's see where things go with this game. T25, KV1, Chafé, KV1, Chafé, M7.
Wow, M7 here.
All right.
That's
What's-
really weird, I have to say.
Once again, throw out the special points of the T25. What?
If I
Yeah.
is a mid tank and they got really high HP, high hit point, somewhat like heavy tank. And his gun is really nice, but even he is a mid tank, he's not that good armor accessory. But the top speed is really nice.
All right.
How about the M7?
M7 is a really fast.
Firepower is-
Firepower is pretty okay.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
not bad, but okay.
damage per shell is not the greatest,
Yeah.
but the reload time is great.
Yeah. But
From what we
T25,
noticed.
the one shot that took you like 120, pretty nice.
Yeah, that's good. In Tier 5.
And
KV1 is the noob cannon. It's basically it's new player friendly, if that makes sense. You can feel almost indestructible in that thing sometimes, right?
Oh, yeah. And the armor is very, very good. You don't need to think too much. You just drive in, and everyone shoot you, and you just bounce the shells.
And playing random battles as well. If someone's dumb enough to run straight into your tank, you're going to blow it up very easily.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's get a look at this. Both sides on the green zone, and neither side willing to move forward. This is clear indication that AC's Gaming is playing off of their 1 point advantage thus far.
Mm-hmm.
And they want the other team to move straight into their hands with this game. Conversely, it looks like Buntoy Nong does not want to play into that. Just gonna try and stay calm and Gangnam style their way through this game.
Really?
Yeah,
Gangnam
just
style?
stay calm and Gangnam style. It was actually it was a shirt that I saw before.
Really?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
does that mean?
It just means like there's this icon that just says please stay calm and continue. What they did was they took that and they ripped it off and said stay calm in Gangnam style. All right, so
Okay.
RNG, as you can see, 113
Whoa.
damage coming out of Amazona,
200.
while 112 coming out of his opponent. Follow-up shot from Unreal Rogue takes him down to 267 HP.
Yeah. 200.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
This isn't good.
Very nice. It's really high. Maybe
Yeah.
no more. I'm not sure about how much damage the 76 minigun can make, but it shouldn't be 200,
It would be per
it's
shot,
high-
right?
Yeah, maybe it's high explosion gun, high explosion ammo, so it should like 200.
Maybe.
Yeah, if you use the AP, not that high, maybe.
No, we have to stop and wait to see where these plays go, and hopefully we can see maybe this go into the third game. That would make tonight's series or tonight's games a little bit more exciting. I mean, most of them have been a little bit more decisive, 2-0 victories, if that makes sense. So far,
Oh, they're gonna use a K1 to push. Yeah, that's right.
yeah, it's a bit difficult to say who's got the lead, but I'm thinking it's not quite in the hands
Yeah.
of AC's Gaming this game around. KV1's just going to go ahead and tank. I wouldn't say tank, but definitely, he's doing a very dangerous scout, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And he's going to...
They want to use the K1 to scout because he got higher hit point and trying to use the Shafei to sniping.
Exactly.
But the M7's position is really bad. I don't know why he's standing.
Yeah.
He cannot offer any support.
He just got shot at. That's a KV1 versus a KV1 very soon. I think it's going to come down to who delivers the first payload of shots. Unreal Rogue has been spotted. He
Yeah.
clearly has been spotted.
Mm-hmm.
Can't hit Sirius from the angle that he's at right now. He's playing this out very patiently. He does get hit
Oh,
by Amazona.
Yeah, there's Shafe.
Oh
Ooh.
man, oh
Yeah.
man, the follow-up damage. That is
Wow,
10 HP
wow,
onto
wow.
Amazona now. That's all he's got. If he takes one more shot from just about anything, he is dead. And now those are blind.
Wow.
Oh man, that
No.
was pretty nice.
Here's a gap.
Yeah.
The
He-
gap from house. So.
yeah, he's like, I'm gonna break open that house, and the next shot I fire is gonna be the one that kills you. And indeed it was. So Sirius is kind of in a little bit of trouble here. 154 damage onto his opposing KV1.
Yeah.
Looking in pretty solid position until just now taking that much damage, but he still has more HP than his opposing KV1.
Wow.
Anubis coming around here to flank though, that's gonna take,
Wow,
oh
wow.
man.
It's too sharp.
Yeah, he's getting eaten alive right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see the opposing KV1 just come out of nowhere and there it is, blow him up.
Okay.
Okay, so now it's down to Neverbest. What is he
Yeah.
piloting? The T-25.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna have to pull off a miracle to win this game. It really is. It would be one of the most interesting games to ever witness to see him win this now, if he was. Especially now with only 15 HP remaining, I don't think that's going to happen. All right, so the plays, they are real. With that, we see game number 2 going to Bunti Nuang, aka the second half of the Immortals team.
Yep.
And I'm a little bit at a loss of words at where the most critical points in this game were. I mean, we saw AC's Gaming get, just not playing the pick so well at the beginning of the game. Just not able to dish out so much damage with their shots.
Yeah, but the key point is in the beginning. While the Shafe go to the squad, he don't have any support fire. The two member is the KV1 and T25, right? Or all stand behind the house. So you already have a squad, and he is in a risk. He take a risk to squad for you guys, but you guys stand behind our house. It's not really that reasonable. Or I don't think they're gonna keep up this one, and they play pretty cautious, maybe too cautious. They don't want to lose this. They don't want to get any hit. But finally, your Shafiq got a lot of damage there, and he was first one dead, I think. Yep.
I mean, that kind of makes some sense. One of the heavier damage dealers, actually, right after the KV1, and definitely very critical for scouting. And once he was taken down, I mean, it seemed like, AC's Gaming lost a little bit more vision in that game.
Yep.
So it's just one way to look at it. And after this 2-minute break, we're gonna find out what happens in game number 3, the final game of the
We're gonna
evening.
have a new map, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Ruinberg, finally. So we'll be back in just a couple minutes, guys.
Okay.
Hi guys, welcome to the final game of the evening. This one is so important because it determines who is going to be going on to the QYC Grand Finals on August 16th and 17th. I am Benjamin Breaker Novotny,
Lisa Edison again.
And I'm Skipper Alpha.
and we're going to give you guys one hell of a cast. All right, so Immortals are divided into two teams,
Okay.
and only one half is going to go on to the Grand Finals tonight. Stick around for that bonus code. Hit that follow button and hit it hard, guys. And we are seeing something besides finally Prokhorovka and Mines. This time around, it's going to be Runeberg. All right, so already we can see from AC's Gaming, it's going to be a Chafe, an M7, and a T1 Heavy. And then for Bun Tui Nong, it's going to be Chafe, M7, and a KV1.
Yep. Only heavy tank difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, but KV1 is really nice. You know.
What
But
compare?
they choose the T1.
What are the main differences between the T1 Heavy and the KV1? Because I haven't gotten either of those yet.
Yeah, the T1 is a little bit faster than KV1. The firepower, I can say they almost the same, but the shot is okay, but one and armor, for armor, pretty decent actually, but the fire is really much better compared to T1.
And already from Alpha's computer, seeing what's going on in Alpha's observer position in game, it seems that they want to make a rush to B3, if I'm not mistaken. That's the one spot that was being pinged the most on the minimap. And in the north side of the map, it would be AC's Gaming. Give it up for them, guys. Give them your applause. Let them know you love them. And spawning to the south side of Ruinberg, it would actually be Bun Tui Nong. Let's see what they can do this time around. They're already rushing across the map. They are putting AC's Gaming into a corner at present. I wonder if they could actually pull off a 2-0, excuse me, a 2-1 comeback from there, a 0-1 position. I would not be surprised. How about you guys?
Yep. And on the north side, where is it? Okay, it's as Gaming, they take a very defensive position there. You know, the two light tank for spot stand on the A7 and the T1 trying to guard the west part, but the capture circle is not on the B4, so I'm not sure why they're doing this. You know, if the capture circle on the B4, you know, they do this pretty reasonable, but
Yeah.
you know, on right here, they can your enemy team can go to the F1, you know, so you are forced to live there.
And I really think, wait, shots fired from Chafe. Oh man, he actually made a hit there. So this means Amazon actually knows where Hades are, and both teams know, well, the general position of the opposing team right now. I wonder if they knew that the heavy tank in Asus Gaming was not immediately with the rest of his team. Do you think they would actually make a decision to rush in there right now?
No, I don't think so. They don't have enough information, you know.
All right,
if
all right.
they spot the T1 on the B3, they might doing that, but you know, actually they don't have any information about the last tank, so they won't do that, I guess.
Okay, so let's see where things go here in the near future. It looks like they're gonna actually pour into the city.
Yeah,
Our,
they do that, I guess. you know.
yeah. I just want to point out that the mod, if we look at the minimap, the heavy tank for Unreal Rogue right now looks a little bit fuzzy,
Yeah.
doesn't it? It looks a bit weird.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
turned.
okay.
Yeah, there we go. It was like
Yeah.
vertically turned.
Yeah,
Or
that's
like-
right.
Yeah, defying the laws of physics. All right. So, all three of AC's Gaming is actually just piled into the B1 corner right now, and I think we're gonna be here for a while. Saying it very
Yeah.
bluntly.
I think the Bantino, they gonna relocation after the
Uh-oh.
M7 reach the A7, and then they gonna know there is no enemy, so they gonna relocation after that.
Oh, I don't know about this. It looks like. Wait a minute. Has he been spotted?
No, if he was spotted, the ship gonna shoot him.
Yeah, okay. I was just thinking to myself, well, this is a bit of a coincidence or something. Like, he just happens to be looking in the right direction where his enemy is, and he just doesn't quite have vision of that. Amazona playing off of the element of patience. Not so much surprise, but definitely patience.
Yep.
All right.
Maybe they are too familiar with them. Normally the immortal team don't seem like this. But the two immortal teams come a different story.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So one side is boxed in, the other one is trying not to be boxed in, and I think, like, if this game were to go into a draw, who would actually have the damage lead?
I'm not sure.
Do you know?
Cannot. Yeah, I don't know.
Me neither. Does not compute. So what happens if both teams have the same amount of damage output?
That's not possible, right?
What do you mean that's not possible?
Yeah, it's possible. Everything
It's
is
possible.
possible.
It's just
Yeah.
not. It's just not very feasible to
Yeah.
happen. It's
Uh-huh.
the odds would have to be like 1 in a million.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Just as like say, after they reach the A7 and cannot see anything, they cannot relocation. Okay. They have 5 minutes. Okay, this one now. They should go through the south side. I guess they won't go through the middle. But, okay.
All
But
right.
it seems like they won't relocation very soon.
Well, still waiting for something to happen here. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of been nothing for the last 2 minutes, but eventually I think we're going to see one side or the other make a move. And, I mean, that's typically what we've seen happen. And sometimes we've seen 7 versus 7s where, there's only 2 minutes remaining on the clock and one side actually won that. And both sides still had a full 7 tanks. Sometimes those games can be real chaos, but 3v3, it can be a different story.
Yep.
It can be just as much chaos.
And you only need like 1 minute, to kill 3 tanks.
Yeah.
But 7 versus 7, maybe you need like a 2 to 3 minutes.
I think for the time being, we actually have, hold on, I'm trying to identify that heavy tank. The KV-1 Unreal Rogue is actually creeping a little bit towards the A1, excuse me, B1 position right now. I don't know, he hasn't spotted anything, of course. You can't
Yeah,
really spot
yeah,
anything at this
yeah.
angle. But it looks like his teammates are following at a distance.
But I think the traffic cannot be spotted. Oh, wow, dangerous.
Oh boy.
Oh,
He's been
just
shot, he's been
missed.
shot. Okay, so it's on. They know where the enemy team is right now. But 2 of them are coming around the side to flank, and it looks like the KV-1 could actually be rushing up the wrong spot. I think what we actually, I don't know about this decision right now with the split coming from Bun Tui Nong, because to be perfectly honest with you guys, the KV-1 is going in one direction and the other 2 are going in the other.
Actually, I don't expect any flanking, no. I mean, Shafi or M7 flanking on the south side. It's not like safe, Okay, if they stand here, that's right. Don't flank. They
man.
cannot 2 shots here.
Here we go. They're going
two,
straight
three.
out. They've been waiting for
Boom.
this moment the entire
What?
game, and they finally get it.
They miss it? Oh,
Looks
miss
like
it.
both of those first shots missed, and
Yeah.
the follow-up to
Wow.
only one of them hits. And I think that actually puts Aegis Gaming a little bit ahead of their opposing team. No, I apologize, but I mean to say Bun Tui Nong a little bit ahead of Aegis Gaming. And now Unreal Rogue,
Wow.
nice hit onto that for 151 damage. Could not argue for more, could not ask for more. And this looks like a game that is going to only get harder for ACES Gaming.
Wow.
Oh man, down to only 90 HP on that one tank, and it looks like
Wow.
now the KV-1 is being rushed. Unreal Rogue is in a lot of trouble. He's got a, did he just miss there?
I'm not sure. But
Maybe non-penetration.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Wow.
that isn't good. Finally, Neverbest has been taken down. There we go, beautiful flank coming from Anubis, taking down Amazona, and now Sirius gets cornered in amazing fashion. We see just the entire ACES Gaming roster lined up and executed by Bun Tui Nong. And I mean, that was a pure comeback from 2-1,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
0-1, then 2-1.
Mhm.
Boom. they made it into the QIC Grand Finals, and they're going to be getting into that $9,000 cash prize pool.
Yep.
All right,
And,
but
today they didn't make any mistake.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no
solid.
mistake. Really, really nice. Yep.
and I think if there's any team that's guaranteed to take first prize, it would definitely be Buntui Nong at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But let's go ahead and dive straight into ring goal number 4. We saved the best for last. Her name is Eveni.
Even okay.
Like I said,
Always.
we saved the best for last. Come on, where is she? Where is she? Eveni?
we get a shot.
Uh-oh, looks like our
Okay,
production
it's
crew.
here.
All right, there we go. Like purple hair. I always like purple hair. And I also, I really like the cute hat. Why don't we have the videos of the girls anymore?
Yeah, that was what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
No, we had the videos on week 1, right?
Yeah. And I
Oh,
actually sent
right.
her. I sent her a message on her Facebook fan page. I said, "Hey, I work for TESL. I really like your cosplay or not cosplay, your showgirl work, and I've been following you on Facebook for 2 years, and just that kind of thing." She said, "Thank you." I'm like, "Great." I got a response. Okay. So, of course, go to bit.ly/ringgirlq2 to vote for your favorite ring girl.
So
Alright.
finally we got what code we have.
I don't know. I didn't write it down.
Okay.
It's all right. Okay, so I think that's going to wrap things up for the QYC Q2, except we're going to dive into the grand finals on August 16th and 17th. Any thoughts,
Yeah,
guys?
but do you remember which team we have right now?
Well, we do have Buntui Nong,
Bandinam,
Horseman.
Horseman, B Gaming, V Wako.
Okay.
And who was here for week 1? Do we know?
B Gaming Little Tankers.
B
No,
Gaming
no,
Little
no.
Tinkers.
No,
No, they
no,
didn't
no.
qualify. It slips in my mind. It really does.
Yeah, I don't remember either. Okay.
All right, we'll find out later. But
Okay.
I think that about wraps it up.
Yeah.
We've got a ton of other international operations that we have to take up here. Our production crew is being worked like a slave, not just here for the QIC, but also for other operations that are coming up very soon. So I'm going to wrap things up very quickly. Guys, I'm Breaker,
Lisa Addison, 99.
And I'm Skipper Alpha.
and we'll see you guys on August 16th and 17th.
Bye bye.
Bye. Have a good night.
Bye.